Welcome guys. In our last video we looked at how to create an API project. If you haven't watched that, click on the video and check it out. Today we'll proceed to create API controllers. Now, controllers fall under what we call the MVC pattern. The MVC pattern strives to achieve separation of concern. So what this means is you want each member or component of the MVC to perform a specific task. So the M stands for model. This is your domain data. It handles everything to do with data. The V there stands for view, and this is what the users see. Though in APIs it will be more text-based, and we'll discuss about that. Now the C, which we're doing today, is the controller. Now the controller just regulates the view and the model. So the user sends a request in the view, the controller receives that request and advises the model on what to do. The model will play around with the data and it will give the response. The controller will get this response and pass it to the view, and the view will render. So that's it about MVC. Now the best way for me to show you this is for us to really show you the controller in action. API controller with read and write actions. Click add. Then under name here, I want you to remove values and add prescription controller.cs. Then click add. It is going to scaffold for you a project. At first glance, this could be intimidating. Trust me, I was too. So let's go through it real quick. You see that our class inherits from the controller base. That class gives us the ability to take use of all the functionalities that it provides as far as APIs is concerned. So we don't have to build things from scratch. They are there already. Nice. From there, you will see that there's a route. So all the route does in simple terms is it tells you if you want to meet me, use this way. So the controller tells whoever wants to meet it. If you want to meet me, I'll be available here. So in this case, you've got API/controller in square brackets. All it's saying is, if you want to meet me, you're going to come to API/ the name of the controller. In our case, it's prescription controller, right? So it's saying, if you want to hit me, to talk to me, then come via this route. And since we use conversion over configuration here, the framework removes that. So if you go to API/prescription, you're going to find this controller. All right. Now, another thing to note is you will notice that this square bracket makes this dynamic. It means if you change the name of the class here, then the route changes. Other people prefer to hard code here, so like they prefer to put prescription. All right. It's gonna work either way. All right. So that's the route. Now, the next one is API controller. Now, this is Microsoft saying we love you. All right. So the API controller is aimed at making the developers' productivity easy. So it's going to assume that whatever is in the controller is an API. So it makes your life easy. It handles that on your behalf. So it will assume it's RESTful and all the good stuff. From there, you're going to see that we have another attribute there, get. All right. So get here is an action that you tell the controller. I want you to get something from the model. All right. You could have get, you could have post. You're saying, I want you to post something, to create something. You could have put. You're saying, I want you to go and update something. Or you could have delete. So let's go there and delete an entry. And there are others, but these four main ones are key. So in summary, what are you trying to say? If you want an API to get some data, which is this data, which it returns here, then you have to meet it at this route first. Meet the route first. Once you meet the route, you're going to give it the route and the action you want. Then if the route is a get, it will know that, okay, this guy wants this function. If the route is a post, then it will hit this method. All right. So basically, that's what happens. If you understand that, you are home and dry. So our controller has been successfully created. Now we have to test it. But before we do that, I just want us to delete these methods. we're gonna do them as we proceed. So let's just have one method for testing, and keep in mind it's a get method. So I'm going to go to debug, and let's just start without debugging. You'll notice that it will start, then it will default to this endpoint. It's Swagger, it's like Swagger. That's by definition. That's how it is created, but those things can be changed. So all they're trying to do here is just to give you a platform so that you can test your APIs without using an external tool like Postman. Okay, so this one saves you time. And since this is a beginner-friendly course, we're going to use this heavily. And you can see one thing that you see the name prescription there. All right, that name there just signals your controller there. All right. Then you see the get method there. It's telling you in that prescription controller, there is a get method, which is very true. There we have it. Then it's saying this is the endpoint in which you can find that get controller, which is very true. All right. So if we say get, then we click try it out. The moment we're going to click execute, what we're saying is, can you hit that endpoint? Okay. So if you click execute, it returns you in this response body here, because this is the request. This is the response. So you have value 1, value 2. And rightfully so, this is what you have here. This is what you're returning here. So here it's hard coded. But once we get to the model, it's just going to call the model. It will do the rest. So browsers by default, they have the get method in them. They don't have post, put, or delete. So if I'm to go straight to that route, API/prescription, something interesting it should happen. And as you can see, it gives me back. Been with me this far. Next up, we're going to proceed to creating our models. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share if it gives you any value. And feedback is always necessary. So I will see you in the next video. As always, thank you once again from Code Unparalled.